you deem the North Hand not hung enough for him to, which it might be anyway, with that 8-2-9 system and makeup of that hand. I could see 2 diamonds game person. But let's say you treat it as a 3 card limit raid. The players who play 1-0-4s would start flat. The players who play old-fashioned standard would start with 2 diamonds, which is 10 or more points, and then raise spades. Uh, I come from the school of advocating 1-no-trump not forcing 6-12. So I would have to bid 1-no-trump and just hope it doesn't go past. Yeah. Some players who would like to play 1-no-trump as not forcing 6-12, which is, I believe, the best way to play it, they have an artificial way to show a 3-card limit raise, 1 spade, 3 hearts, and 4 advantage for a 3-card limit raise. Or they'll just lie and they'll bid 1 spade, 3 spades, sometimes with only 3 of them. What do you like to play with?
Yes, I play 201, and I like 1-no-trump to be a 1-round force. What partner is allowed to pass if he has opened 3-2, but in that case we haven't missed a game.
Yeah, that's how I play it. Partner can pass a very flat minimum, and so we play 1-no. It's not the end of the world. Maybe 3 spades goes down. Okay, so East-West have a certain game here. I don't think they'd be looking for slam. They have 14 opposite 13, so you would expect them to settle in 3-no-trump. Anytime you see 27 points and no 8-card major, you're just expecting a 3-no-trump. West has sort of an interesting rebid problem here in that he's a bit heavy for 2 diamonds. He could think of raising hearts. I wouldn't. I like 3 diamonds. Yeah, that's what he did. I like 3 diamonds. I think when your partner responds a heart and you've got 3 of them, I would like to have some margins. And I like the hand. Do you like 3 diamonds, Roland?
Very much so, especially because I have 3 hearts. And you see 3 diamonds is alerted, maybe it even shows 3 hearts. Who knows?
If they're playing a strong club system, there's a good chance it does.
I think they play Polish club, where 1 club is 3-way, and 1 diamond is always a suit.
So there's no excitement here with diamonds breaking 3-2. There is no way to go down. Certainly the club leads a little scary for the moment. It goes the club to then your king, and if diamonds split, there could be problems. But once the diamonds are 3-2, you just have 9 top tricks, and you can actually face harsh finesse because if that loses, it loses to the safe hand who can't get at your clubs.
Right. And West did the same in the other room, playing a natural system. He jumped to 3 diamonds. I just think it's too good, vulnerable at Ips for 2 diamonds. Maybe it's 2.5. And then I'm going to upgrade because I have a solid suit. How about you? Are you a 2 diamond or 3 diamond rebidder?
Oh, I already am in there with 3 diamonds. Like you said, vulnerable at imps, and have you seen opening bids these days? This is like an ace extra, and there's too many reasons not to bid 2 diamonds. Hand's just too good.
So it has been confirmed that East-West play Polish club. Well, 1 club is 3-way, as I said, either a weak no trump, 12-14, or 15 plus with clubs, or any 18 plus hand.
So this is likely to end up making 11 tricks because South, I would think, would keep all those clubs. That's your only chance to set it. So I think South's going to throw away his hearts. His only chance to set this is his partner has, say, the ace of hearts. So I think he's going to throw his hearts and then declare can safely finesse in hearts, and he'll run the hearts. Although they are blocked. I see the 9-6-5 of hearts in the dummy.
Yeah, now all the hearts are high.
Yeah, no, I don't blame Welland for what he
Oh,
did. This was match point scoring, a whole different ball game. But at teams, you just have to say, okay, if my partner has the ace of hearts, I can see that we'll set this. So Welland has to keep all four of his clubs. Change Nord's king of hearts to the ace, and you'll see what I mean. Why Welland had to defend this way.
good play anyway here by Pszczola, unblocking the queen of spades just in case. If you have questions for us, especially specifically for Larry, just send them to me and I will read them to Larry. Larry can't really accept private messages because his screen will be cluttered with private messages if he does. I haven't heard anything from a listener just yet. I hope we're getting through loud and clear. Can someone confirm, please?
Now your screen will be full.
Yeah, still haven't got any. Clear. Okay, loud and clear. Yes, indeed. Now I got 19, about 19 private messages.
Yeah. Well, Roland, what happens? See, this, I don't know what Bridgebase can do about it, but a lot of people, I've sent out emails to my students that it will be on, and if they've never been on Bridgebase Online, they have a really hard time finding the right table, the right place, how to listen. They don't know where to click, what to click. I mean, we're not dealing with uh, 10 and 15-year-olds who understand computers. Some of our typical audience, I might say, is a little new to this stuff, and they don't figure out how to listen to us.
Right. I believe you sent it to, was it 27,000 this morning?
Tomorrow,
How
I'm
to access
sending it.
BBO?
Yeah, I have a
Oh, tomorrow.
newsletter. Yeah, I have a newsletter with that many people, and I'm going to send it out tomorrow. And I'm afraid to send it because I'm going to get a lot of. Then my screen will fill up. Larry, I went, but I didn't know what to click. How do I know what time? How do I know where to find you? Why doesn't it say what table you're broadcasting at? And those are all legitimate questions for people who aren't computer speak. When someone goes to ViewGraph, I mean, they don't know what table we're broadcasting at, unless I'm mistaken, Ron.
No, but most people know me. I mean, I've been here since the start, so they'll right click on me to see where I am, I think, and then they'll get to the right table where
Yeah,
you
well,
are.
my people I just emailed this to won't know how to right click, or they won't know all that.
Oh, I'm told that I'm invisible, so I'm not listed. Oh, I see. I can rectify that, but that requires that I exit from BBO and come back. Is that okay with you, Larry? I just do that.
I'll hold the fort here because I have to decide what Welland is going to do. He could overcall three clubs. He's very heavy for that. He could start with a double, planning to get clubs next, or he could put Juno Trump and pretend he has heart stop. And these days, when they open two hearts, third seed white, you can see for yourself. Three to the jack. It's not like the two heart bidder has ace king queen 10-6 every time. So it's possible Welland is considering Juno Trump.
Yeah, And in the meantime, I'm told that I'm not invisible, so that particular user may have a problem, because I can't remember that I checked the box invisible before I logged in. So I'm as visible as can be.
Not invisible.
3 clubs is,
well, that's a double negative. Yeah, so 3 clubs is heavy, and how can, would she bid 3-no trump? Well, she does. That's certainly the high road. She could have passed. I guess she figures for the same money, for the same 9 tricks, might as well have the heart lead coming into her. Certainly on this lie of the cards, 3-no trump is quite easy. Even if the defense wanted to lead diamonds, the suit is blocked.
yes. Here's the question: can it be defeated on the diamond lead?
Well, because there's only one entry for 1 club finesse, right? So you can cross to the ace of hearts and finesse clubs, but you can't repeat the finesse. So yeah, I would guess a diamond lead ducked. If the diamond lead is ducked, good chance. So from the declarer's point of view, she's in big trouble because she thinks she's going to lose the lead at some point, and those diamonds from the declarer's point of view are stopped. So she could, her legitimate line is to come to the ace of hearts and hope for devils and king of clubs on side. So she might win this, come to the ace of hearts, play a club to the queen, hope for double to king on side, and when it's not, she's going to get lucky by clearing the clubs and finding that the diamonds are blocked.
Yes. So a legitimate way to defeat it is a low diamond to the king and a low diamond back, and let the queen take a trick.
Right, the declarer can't run the clubs on her own, and you have to keep east with a diamond to get to her partner. But this is a reasonable shot here, the jack of spades. It was kind of like a diamond lead, but I think it's a better shot than a diamond lead for several reasons. One is that east is shorter in spades, which makes it more likely her partner's long in spades. And also, the opponents would bid spades if they had them. That's a suit the opponents try to reach. Diamonds they might not be as nice to show. So I'm okay with that jack of spades lead.
The West did the best he could now, discouraging spades. They play upside down attitude. I don't like spades, partner. This places a queen in the north end.
So let's see. Suppose she comes to the ace of hearts, plays a club to the queen, gashes the ace of clubs, and plays another club. Then that gives her 5 clubs, 2 tricks. She's a trick short, right?
Yeah, it sets up the 5 tricks for the defense.
Right, they have the king of hearts, 3 diamonds, and the king of clubs.
And now the diamond switch is needed.
Well, so what do we want to do here? Diamond to the king, ace of diamonds, and diamond to the jack. And then what? That wouldn't do it, right? No, then the player has their 9 tricks.
The diamond to the king and the heart shift.
Diamond to the king and a heart shift. If the declarer takes the ace, her entries are blocked, and if she plays low, the defense has 5 tricks. All right, so that's the way to set it now. A diamond to the king and a heart. Good luck to them. possible, I guess. If the 10 of spades was discouraging, he can maybe envision the declare with her actual hand, queen of spades, ace, queen of hearts. That's a little bit light for a 3-note trump bid. However, it's the only chance to set it, really, is play partner for the ace, king of diamonds. So I think it's doable. Now, if he does play a low diamond to the king, how does the West figure out what to do next? Well, perhaps. See, the problem for West is what if his partner has the ace of hearts and three diamonds to the 10? Would that be the right defense? Complicated.
As you said, I wish them good luck if they can find this defense. Diamond to the king and a heart shift. Well, if she finds the diamond shift, she will shift to a low diamond, surely, with the queen and dummy. Or will she? Maybe partner has ace, king, 10. In that case, it doesn't matter. Okay, that's a start.
I don't know why he would win the ace. I mean, that's the nice example. But play the king. I teach my students 30 and high, but deep into touching. Oh my goodness. West now really figured it out quickly. Wow. Maybe he was, maybe he's just envisioning the layout as we see it. That's really good.
It is. I'm impressed. You know, the standard hasn't been maybe the best until now. I mean, not in all matches at least, but this is really good.
Well, I guess he figured out that the diamonds are blocked anyway, and if his partner has the ace or king of hearts, this is going to set it. So he knew from the jack of spades lead, he knew the spades situation, he kind of knew everything. So I just applaud them. They really both reasoned it well and defended beautifully. I'm impressed. So really, I don't see any problem discarding on the club because everyone knows everything at this point. So there really should be no problem. It's going to be plus 50 in West.
Yeah. Well, in theory, she's entitled to 9 tricks. The problem is that she can't get to the queen of spades.
And for all their hard effort, East West will lose one in. Because at the other tables, East West is plus 90 and 2 diamonds. But that's losing one in is better than losing 11 and 10.
Or 9. Or ace of 10, yes, 319, yes, 319, yes.
So 490.
490, of course, yeah, 490. It would have been, yeah. Well, there's a reason why they're top of the table, the Russian team. It must be good. There are many good teams in this event.
Well, it's a question here, what would have happened if South had advanced the Jack of Hearts at trick 2 after the spade lead? Would that have helped?
Well, why would she do that? Why would anyone do that? I don't know. It may be double dummy, but someone probably, is just looking at a double dummy. That's single dummy, that's not a likely play. So this is a one club opening for North, we believe. Eventually they'll maybe get to hearts. Oh, why is that a one heart opening, Rollins? You've been telling me it's a one club opening.
It should be a one club opening, because one heart denies a balanced hand. But there are exceptions, and now will probably tell us that sometimes they choose not to open one club, although they should systemically.
Well, the red box means alertable, so why would a two club overcall be alertable? Two clubs.
I am not the blue box you think I am. You'll find out soon enough. Think about the fight. Better get ready. Guys. Hey, guys! Guys!
Okay, well, since it's a part score battle, I have to look at total tricks. I can't help it. Let's see. East West has 9 clubs. North South has 8 hearts, 17 trumps. What's going to happen to this contract? They're going to lose 2 spades, a heart, and a club. So it looks like East West has 9 tricks. North South have to lose 3 diamonds, a heart, and a club. Looks like they have 8 tricks. I like when that happens.
Yes, so I have to look at the play in the other room, because the player made 3 hearts. It must have been a defensive error.
Well, certainly the defense can take 3 diamonds and the 2 aces.
They set up the king of diamonds for this error.
West got in with the ace of hearts and didn't play the jack of diamonds. West thought it a good idea to leave the 5 of diamonds. That's correct. Went to the queen and ace.
That's kind of strange from Jack 10x. Well, maybe he didn't like it because of 9-8 in dummy. Well, it wasn't really clever. As the cards lie, part thought he had the king.
Yeah, maybe with East's fault. What was East ready to take the queen and the ace? It wasn't going anywhere. Maybe East wanted the ace, or maybe it was East's fault. So here, actually, there is an interesting. She's taken the diamond finesse with her entry to dummy. I'm wondering why she didn't take a club finesse and maybe hope to get that in some finesse. I guess her plan is to take 2 diamond finesses and then play clubs out of her hand.
Well, she's relying to flop to come in for one loser, as long as the king of diamonds is on side. But if it had lost, she would have no way back to the dummy to take the club finesse.
That's why I'm suggesting maybe the club finesse. And if that loses, you
still have a way back to them. I mean, to the dump. So West opens a diamond in third seed, and East says a heart, and West says two clubs, and East raises diamonds, and can't see North South getting into this ocean. You never know, but I know there are players who rebid one no trump with the West Hand. I know that's somewhat in fashion, but boy, I don't like it when I have such an easy. I could rebid two clubs, show diamonds and clubs. I much prefer that. I don't know, Roland, if you've been watching a lot of bridge, have you noticed there seems to be a trend to rebid one no trump with a singleton?
Yes, absolutely.
There's
All kinds of 5-4-2-2s.
Which you can actually show, especially if you have a four-cut spades on the side. There's two and one no trump. I think we saw that yesterday a couple of times, didn't we? Well, they opened one no trump and two no trumps with 5-4.
Yes, this is strange. I mean, I guess in the context of the system they're playing, East knows their game, but still to suppress a 5-star heart suit. I mean, you could picture your partner with ace king fourth of hearts and the singleton spade and 5 diamonds king. I mean, can't there be a 4 heart contract? I'm quite surprised by East not bidding for hearts. Certainly survived here. Just switch West majors. Switch West majors, for example. And how bad is the heart?
Cut down on club rocks, leading more trumps. Clarify well here to open his communications and play a heart. I think he'll make it in comfort. Now, in the meantime, there is a question, many questions from spectators. How frequently do regular expert partnerships modify their bidding system?
More than I would like. I dreaded changes, but most expert pairs, if you're talking, say, top 100 pairs in the world, they're constantly changing. Very few I say the top 100 pairs, probably all 100 are constantly changing the system. It's so dangerous to do so. I try to minimize the changes. I always found that if you made a change, maybe slightly for the better, but you couldn't remember it, you're better off just leaving it the old bad way and remembering it. One of my favorite expressions along those lines, Roland, I think maybe he gets credit for it, is I'd rather play a 90% system and remember it 100% than play a 100% system that I remember 90%.
Wow. So what you're basically saying, yeah, okay. So you're basically saying that the more you change it, the more likely you are to forget. The more gadgets you add, the more there is to forget.
Right. I purposely played things the wrong way. I would say to David, my partner, I know this is the wrong way, but I can remember this. Please don't invert it. I know it for meanings and it will save steps, but I'll forget it. Okay, so east-west at 35 high card points. Let's see if they're going to get to 7 no trump or 7 spades.
Yes. West asking now.
I think 7 spades is the right contract because in 7 no trump, you need the diamonds to come in. So we're going to see a whole bunch of artificial bids here now, and we just have to hope that they can remember what the bids mean. Certainly, these hands are hard to bid. I mean, a balanced 26 count, it just goes something like 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 3-0. Balanced 25 to 27, and what do you play over that? Some people use Stamen, but it's hard to have a good auction.
But I think you have a link with one of your pages. What you should do with 25 or more high card points balance. Insert the Cokies relay.
Cokies relay, you mean?
Yeah.
I might have something on that. I'll take a look. I posted something. Yeah, it's a fairly popular system devised by famous Canadian Coach K, Coach Eric Kokish, where you open 2 clubs, 2 diamonds waiting, 2 hearts is a puppet, 2 spades, and now 2 no trump. It shows a big hand and you're a level lower. So, all this science is fine as long as you can remember it. If I was allowed to have my bidding notes on a tablet or a notepad in front of me, I would play all sorts of stuff. I could just look it up at the table. But frankly, people think I had a great memory because I was tired of memory was only so-so, and having to study and memorize methods that come up once a year, that's not my thing.
Apparently, they introduced Cokish at the other table because it did go 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, 2 spades, 2 no trumps. And I believe West showed 25 plus with his 2 no trumps on that auction.
Yeah, and it's not comfortable because these can use Stamen and they can agree on spades at a low level and control bid and use key card Blackwood and all that. But on the other hand, when it starts 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 3 no trump, that extra missing level is a killer.
Yes, they did extremely well. They bid the Poppet Stamen 3 clubs and West bid 4 clubs to show both majors. And then 4 hearts was a transfer to 4 spades. 4 diamonds would have been a transfer to 4 hearts.
And then key card, spades, all the key cards, 7 spades. Very nice.
We don't know what all these bits mean, but they didn't write in the right country.
With
For
four
hearts
to
to seventh space,
did
did
West
West really know
enough?
enough? Probably did.
So there
So there
seems
seems
to
to
be
be
a
a
trend
trend
recently.
recently.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
if
if you've
realized,
if
if
you've
you've
noticed this,
Roland,
Roland, but
for
for
many
many
decades,
decades,
when it was
when it was
a
a
Grand
Grand
Slam,
Slam,
you
you
would
would
just
just
lead
lead
a
a
trump.
trump.
That was
That was
the
the
teaching.
teaching.
But
But
I've
I've
noticed
noticed
recently
recently
players
players
getting
getting
away
away
from
from
that.
that.
They're
They're
not
not
blindly
blindly
leading
leading
trumps as
trumps as
often.
often.
Yes,
Yes,
that was
that was
standard
standard
when
when
I
I
was
was
younger.
younger.
But I
But
don't
I
think
don't think
so
so
many
many
do
do
it
it
anymore.
anymore.
I
I
remember
remember
Aunt
our
Sia
Sia
a
a couple of years ago.
He
He
said,
said, "I
I
never lead
jumped
a trump
against
against the Grand Slam."
He
He
didn't
didn't
tell
tell
me
me
why.
why.
But the
Well, the
thinking
thinking
behind
behind
it
a
was
trump was
you don't
you
want to
don't
make
want to
an
make an
aggressive or
aggressive or
dangerous
dangerous
or
or
attacking
attacking
lead
lead
because there's
because
no
there's no
needing up.
needing up. Their
Opponents, if
opponents,
they
if
know
they
what
know
they're
what they're
doing, they're
doing,
going
they're
to
going
have
to
all
have all
four
four
aces,
aces,
and they're going
and
to
they're going
have
to
the
have
ace,
the ace,
king,
king,
queen of
queen of
trumps.
trumps.
So
So
it's
it's
safe.
safe.
It's the
It's the
safest
safest
lead.
lead.
You're not
You're
going to
not going
pick
to
off
pick
your
off your
partner's
partner's
queen of
queen of
trumps
trump
against
against
experts
experts
because they
because
don't
they
do
don't beat
grand
grand
slams
slams
off
off
the queen
the
of
queen of
trumps.
trumps.
So how
So
do you
how do you
play this?
play
You
this?
can
You can
claim the
claim the
trumps are
trumps are
32.
32.
So you
So you
certainly
certainly
start
start
by drawing the
drawing the
king
ace, king of
first. If
spades.
there's
If there's
3-2, you
3-2, you
claim
claim
13
13
tricks.
tricks.
Now this
Now this
slows
slows
things
things
down for
down
a
for a
moment.
moment.
Yes,
Yes,
if
if
the jack
the
of
Jack of
spades is
Spades
an
is an
honest
honest
card.
card.
It might
It might
be.
not be.
We can
We can
see the
see the
dimes
dimes
run,
run,
but from
but from
Declara's
Declara's
point of
point of
view, she
view,
does
she
not
does not
have
have
a
a
13th
13th
trick for
trick for
sure. I
sure.
mean,
I mean,
she can
she can
certainly
certainly
play
play
king of
king of
diamonds, ace
diamonds,
of
ace of
diamonds,
diamonds,
and as
and as
long as
long
they're
as
not
they're not
5-1,
5-1,
she's
she's
okay.
okay.
She can
She
trump
can
a
trump a
diamond
diamond
and
and
dummy. But
dummy. But
again, that
again,
jack
that
of
jack of
spades
spades
could be a
could be a
false
false
card.
card.
She could
She could
play
play
the king
the
of
king of
hearts and
hearts
trump
and
a
trump a
heart
heart
low in
low
her
in her
hand.
hand.
That
That
loses
loses if
the
the
opening
opening
leader has
leader
a
has
double
a
king
double king
heart.
heart.
So, for
So, for
example, now
example,
she
now
could
she
play
could play
hearts
a
to
heart
the
to the
king and
king and
trump a
trump
heart
a
with the
heart with the
three of
three of
spades.
spades.
And that
And
will
that
go
will go
down
down
only.
only.
That
That
won't work
won't work
only if
only if
the
the
opening
opening
leader
leader
started
started with
the
the
double king
double
heart.
king heart.
Can she
Can
do
she do
better?
better?
It's a bit
Bit
risky, isn't
risky,
it?
isn't it?
To
To
free up a
two
heart?
upper hearts.
It
It
is, but
is,
what's
but what's
playing king
playing
of
king of
diamonds, ace
diamonds,
of
ace of
diamonds is
diamonds is
risky as
risky
well.
as well.
Since
Since
diamonds are
diamonds are
5-1.
5-1.
What's
What's
better than
better than
trumping a
trumping a
heart?
heart?
You could
You
play
could
ace,
play ace,
king,
king,
queen of
queen of
clubs
clubs
and trump
and
a
trump a
heart.
heart.
And if that
And if
goes
that goes
down, the
down,
clubs
the
are
clubs are
6-2.
6-2.
So it
So
seems
it
to
seems
me
to
it
me
comes
it comes
down to
down to
figuring
figuring
out
out
amongst the
amongst
hearts,
the hearts,
clubs, and
clubs, and
diamonds
diamonds
which
which
one might
one
be
might be
splitting
splitting
terribly.
terribly.
It's too
It's
late
too
to
late
set
to
up
set up
anyway.
anyway.
Because if
Because
she
if
goes
she
king
goes
of
king of
diamonds, ace
diamonds,
of
ace of
diamonds,
diamonds,
well,
well,
she's got
she's
no
got no
entries to her
entries to her
hand. So
hand, so
we can
we can
forget about
forget about
setting up the
setting up the
diamonds at this
diamonds at this
point.
point.
So I think
So
it's
I think it's
just a
just a
question of
question of
trumping a heart
trumping
in
a
her
heart in
hand
her
now,
hand now,
or
or
trying 3
trying three
rounds of
rounds of
clubs,
clubs,
discard a
discard
heart,
a heart,
trump a
trump
heart.
a heart.
Aren't those
Aren't
the
those
only
the
two
only two
options?
options?
Well,
Well,
or you could
you
just
could just
finish
finish
drawing
drawing
trumps
trumps
and
and
rely on the
rely on the
diamonds
diamonds
or a
or
red
a
suit
red suit
squeeze.
squeeze.
I don't know
What's
what's
best?
best.
You know
You
all
know
about
all
the
about the
percentages.
percentages.
Tell us.
Tell us.
Well,
Well,
I
I
honestly,
honestly,
this is
this is
not my
not my
thing to
thing
sit
to sit
there and
there
try
and
to
try to
figure out,
figure out,
okay, this is
okay, this is
4-2.
4-2. This
is
is
5-1,
5-1,
you're
you're
coming
coming
down
down
to.
to.
I
I
sometimes I
sometimes
think
I think
table
table
feel
feel
is a
is a
little more
little more
important than
important than
splitting
splitting
hairs,
hairs,
coming
coming
down
down
to
to
64%
64%
versus
versus
68%
68%
or
or
82% versus
82% versus
81%.
81%.
This
Well, this
seems
seems
strange
strange
playing
playing
diamonds.
diamonds.
That's the
That's
one
the one
thing.
thing.
Most
Well,
she'll
she'll
be
be
scared
scared
to
to
death.
death.
When she
When
sees
she
the
sees the
jack of
jack of
diamonds,
diamonds,
she's
she's
really,
really,
really
really
scared.
scared now.
When I was
When I was
on
on
Jimmy Kane's
Jimmy
team
Kane's
about
team about
15 years
15 years
ago,
ago,
somehow I
somehow I
always
always
ended up
ended
with
up
these
with these
hands, like
hands,
where I
where
knew
I
it
knew
was
it
like
was like
93%,
93%,
and it was
and
just
it
a
was just a
question
question of
of whether to
whether
take
to
the
take the
94%
94%
line or the
line or the
92%
92%
line.
line.
And
And
for that
for that
year or
year
two,
or
I was
two, I was
cursed.
cursed.
Every time
Every
I got
time I
to one
got
of
to
these
one of these
things,
things,
I would
I
take
would
the
take the
one
one
line
line
that
that
failed, and like
failed, and like
Jimmy had
Jimmy had a
a
coach
coach
and
a
a
writer, and they
writer,
would
and they
write
would
it
write
up,
it
and
up, and it was just
horrible.
horrible.
Okay,
Okay,
she
she
lived.
lived.
She
She
does.
does.
Yes,
Yes,
there,
there,
yeah,
yeah.
all's well
All's
that
well
ends.
that ends well.
Okay, so
So
West opens
West
her
opens a
heart,
heart,
and East,
and East,
I don't
I
know.
don't
I don't
know.
think
I don't
East
think
has
East
enough
has enough
for a limit
for a limit
raise.
raise.
So
So
maybe one
maybe
heart,
one
two
heart,
hearts.
two hearts.
And then
And
the
then the
question
question
is,
is,
the
does
South
South
say
say
two
two
spades
spades
vulnerable
vulnerable
against
against
knots?
knots?
I know
I
I
know
would.
I
When
would.
they
When
did
they
one
did
heart,
one
two
heart,
hearts,
two
I'm
hearts,
in
I'm
there.
in there.
Oh,
Oh,
an
an
Oba
Oba bit.
Please tell
Please
me
tell
your
the
head
audience
about
Yes.
about
Oba.
Oba.
Oba bits.
Obar bids.
That's an
That's an
Oh,
acronym
acronym
yeah.
from
by
Marty
Marty
Bergen.
Bergen. It's
Oba,
Obar,
O-B-A-R
O-B-A-R
bids,
bids,
B-I-D-S,
B-I-D-S,
Obar bids.
Obar bids.
Well,
Well,
two
two
diamonds.
diamonds.
You have to
We'll have
find
to
out what
find out
that
what
means.
that means.
That
That
stands for
stands for
opponents bid
opponents
and
bid
raise,
and raise,
balance
balance
in the
in the
direct
direct
seat.
seat.
Now it's
Now it's
gonna
gonna
maybe be able
maybe
to
be able to
balance in
balance in
the
the
real
real
balancing seat.
balancing seat.
Okay, now
Okay,
I
now
am
I am
100%
100%
with
with
two
two
spades
spades
here. I
here.
don't
I
care
don't
about the
care about the
vulnerability.
vulnerability.
I would
I would
rather go
rather
for
go for
1100
1100
than
than
go for
go for
110.
110. I
could not
could
show
not
my
show
face
my face
if I
if
didn't
I didn't
balance here.
balance
I
here.
could
I could
never again
never again
appear
appear
in a
in
bridge
a bridge
forum
forum
if I
if I
passed out
passed
two
out two
hearts with a
hearts with a
singleton heart.
singleton heart.
Thank you for
Thanks to
Welland.
Welland.
And
Now
now,
And
it's
now, of
Oba
course,
bit.
yeah,
yeah,
well, he was
well, he
Do
was
we
really
have a
in the
really
link?
in the
balancing seat.
balancing seat.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
I'll
okay,
find
I'll
over
find
this.
over, but
He was
he was
really in the
really in the
balancing seat.
balancing seat.
Notice his
Notice his
partner did
partner
not
did not
bury
bury
him.
him.
She
She
didn't
didn't
blackwood into
blackwood
six
into six
spades,
spades,
and she's
and
not
she's
even
not even
going to
going
three
to three
spades. I
spades. I
agree with her,
agree with her,
right or
right or
wrong.
wrong.
You don't
You don't
punish your
punish your
partner for
partner for
balancing, and you
balancing, and you
don't
don't
go big
go
real
bid
if
real
you
if
know
you
you
know
have
you have
nine
nine
trump,
trump,
which you
which
didn't
you
know.
didn't know.
Looks like,
Looks like
yeah,
Yeah.
three
spades.
spades.
The only way
The
to
only
set
way to
three
set three
spades would
spades
be
would
to
be
get
to
that
get that
diamond
diamond
off.
off.
Ace,
Ace,
king,
king,
or
or
rough, and
rough,
then
and
two
then
club
two club
tricks.
tricks.
I think
I
the
think the
opening lead
opening
would have
lead
been
would
the
have been
queen
the
of
queen of
clubs, so
clubs, so
three
three
spades would have
spades would
made
have
here,
made
but I
here,
would
but I
not
would
have
not
bid
have
it
bid it
without
without
consent.
consent.
There's the
There's the
question.
question.
I have a
I have a
question. Is
question. Is
takeout double
takeout
with a
double
no
with a
sign
no
a
sign
very
a
bad
very
choice?
bad choice?
I would
I
say
would
yes.
say yes.
I don't
I
know
don't
about
know
Larry.
about
I
Larry.
think he
I think he
agrees.
agrees.
Yeah,
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 I
I
don't
don't
I
know
like
don't
about
like
it.
it.
Four
Four
triple
triple
three and
three and
only three
only three
spades.
spades.
For
For
my
the
four
my
card
four
suit of
card suited
spades, I would
spades, I
do it.
would do
I
it.
don't think
I
it's
don't think
very
it's
bad.
very bad.
I just
I just
would want a
would want
fourth
a fourth
spade and
spade
these
and these
colors
colors
because one
because
or
one or
double,
double,
redouble, you're
redouble,
dead.
you're dead.
So
So
yeah, I would
yeah, I
want the
would want
fourth
the
spade.
fourth spade.
So
So
getting back
getting
to
back to
Alkin
Alkin
303,
303,
she
she
didn't know
didn't
the
know the
opponents had
opponents had
nine
nine
trump,
trump,
and
and
if
if
it known Swift
known
at
Swift
nine
had nine
trump, it would have
trump, it
been
would
the
have been
right
the right
decision.
decision.
Now
I have
a
a
question
question
for
for
the
the
spectators.
spectators.
Am I
Am I the only
who
one
has a
who has a
problem with
problem with
Larry's
Larry's
sound
sound
today?
today?
He says
He
a
says
couple
a
of
couple
words,
of
then he
words, and then
drops
he
out,
drops
then
out,
he's
and then
back
he's back
within 2
within 2
seconds,
seconds,
then he
and then
drops
he
out
drops out
again.
again, and
He's
he's
not very
not very
loud.
loud.
It
It
seems to be
seems
an
to be an
overall
overall
problem.
Okay,
problem.
well, I have a mic in direct.
Let me
Let
try.
me try this. I'm
Speaking
speaking
directly
directly
into a
into a
microphone,
microphone, but
I might
I
have a
might
bad
have a
internet.
bad internet.
Right, it
Right, it
varies.
varies.
No
No
problem at
problem
all.
at all.
Yes,
Yes,
it is
it is
faint.
faint.
I have
I have
the
the
slider
slider
pulled
pulled
up,
up,
and it's
and
still
it's
very
still very
faint.
faint.
It's
It's
breaking up
breaking
for
up
me.
for me.
Perfect sound.
Perfect sound.
There you go.
There you go.
So the whole
So the whole
spectrum.
spectrum.
Well,
Well,
I know
I know it's
not the
not the
microphone, and
microphone, and
I
I know I
have
have
the
the
microphone well
microphone well
positioned.
positioned.
The
The
only
only
thing
thing
I
I
can
can
think
think
of
of
is
is
the
the
internet
internet
connection.
connection. I'm
I'm in the
in the
mountains
mountains
here,
here, and
and
it's
it's not the
not
best
the best
signal.
signal.
So I'm
So
asked
I'm asked
about North
about North
and a
and a
preempt.
preempt.
Would that
Would
be a
that be a
preempt for
preempt for
you?
you? Three diamonds
In first
in
seed,
first seed,
vulnerable,
vulnerable,
with 4
with
hearts
4
on the
hearts on
side.
the side.
You know,
Depends what
depends
kind of
what
mood
kind of
I'm
mood
in.
I'm in.
Obviously, I
I
don't
don't
like
like
having
having
the
the
4
4
hearts
hearts
on
on
the
the
side.
side. It's
It's borderline for
borderline
me.
for me.
What about
What
you?
about you?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
What if the
What if
hearts
the
were
hearts
4
were
small?
small?
Then I
Then
would.
I would.
With the
With
4
4
baby
baby
hearts,
hearts,
you
you
can
can
persuade me.
persuade me.
Another
Another
bad
bad
board for
board
East
for
West
East
in the
West
other
in the other
room.
room.
A double
A
2
double 2
diamonds.
diamonds.
Contract that
Contract
made.
that made.
It's only
It's only
180, you
180,
may
you may
argue,
argue,
but
but
still bad.
still bad.
Let's see what
See what
happens and
happens
why
and
they
why they
doubled.
doubled.
Pass one
Pass one
spade,
spade.
double
Double.
by West,
By West.
2 clubs,
2 clubs.
and North
North
probably shown
probably
diamonds.
shown diamonds.
East
East
double,
double.
so cards
So
I
cards, I
presume.
presume.
Pass
Pass
2
2
diamonds,
diamonds.
double.
Double.
I don't know
I
what
don't know
double
what double
was,
was,
but
but
West left
West
it in.
left it in.
Now you
Now you
explain
explain that
that
auction,
auction, Larry,
Larry,
because I
because
can't.
I can't.
So now you have an
Larry had an
internet
internet
problem
problem
apparently.
apparently.
Exiting the
Exiting the
video,
video,
we
he
will
will
be
be
back.
back.
Right.
Right.
Oh, now
Oh,
Larry
now
has
Larry
no
has no
slider.
slider.
Says in the
Says in the
private message.
private message.
Now
Now Larry is
with a
back with a
slider.
slider.
Hopefully
Hopefully
it's
it's
better now.
better now.
Okay, I
Okay, I
switched
switched
to a
to a
wireless
wireless
network
network
instead of
instead of
local
local
internet. I
internet.
don't
I
know
don't
if
know if my voice
will
will
work
work
better
better now.
now. So far
So
it's
far it's
better.
better.
It didn't break
Didn't
up
break
yet.
up yet.
So this will
Well, this
be
will
a
be
good,
a good.
maybe I get in
Maybe I get in
trouble
trouble
with the
with
sponsors, but
sponsors,
if
but
this
if
works,
this works,
we'll
we'll
give a
give a
shout out to
shout out to
Verizon
Verizon
Wireless, because
Wireless
that's what
because
I
that's what I
switched to.
switched to,
And
and
I'll expect
I'll
my
expect my
commission
commission
check if
check if
anyone from the
anyone from the
Verizon
Verizon
Wireless
Wireless
company
company is
listens to this.
listening to this.
Okay, so
Okay, so
before I
before
left,
I left,
Roland, I heard
Roland, I
you
heard you
explaining
explaining
two
two
diamonds
diamonds
doubled at the
doubled
other
at the other
table. Were
table.
you
Were
able to
you able
figure
to
out
figure out
what
what
happened there?
happened there?
No, I
No, I
wanted you
wanted
to
you to
figure out
figure out
why they
why
would
they would
double two
double 2
diamonds
diamonds
and what it
and
all
what it
meant.
all meant.
Did you have a
Did
look
you
at
have a
the
look at
auction
the
in the other
auction in
room?
the other room?
I was
I
too
was
busy
too
doing
busy doing
internet
internet
connections. Let me
connections.
take
Let
a
me take a
look now.
look now.
Well,
Well,
I'm
I'm
looking, but
looking, but
nothing is
nothing is
exactly
exactly
jumping out
jumping
at me
out
as
at
to
me as
what
to
happened
what
or
happened
why.
or why.
Right.
Right.
It's not
It's not
particularly
particularly
interesting, this.
interesting, this.
The guy will
The
make
arrow
it.
will make it.
But that's only
But that's only
90.
90,
You
so
lose
you lose
90
90
and 3
and
imps.
3 imps.
A very
A
good
very
set
good
for
set
the
for the
Russians.
Russians.
And they
And
just
they
stay
just
on
stay
top.
on top.
Only one
Only
ball
one
to
ball
go.
to go.
Now, one thing,
One thing
comes
that
to
comes to
mind,
mind,
people might be
people might be
wondering, well,
wondering, well,
maybe
maybe
East-West
East-West
doubled
doubled
two
two
diamonds
diamonds
in the other
in the other
room
room
because they knew
because
they
they
were
knew they
having
were
a
having
bad
a bad
set.
set.
But that's
But
not
that's
the
not the
strategy in
strategy
this.
in
It's
this
Swiss
Swiss
teams,
teams,
and
and
it's not
it's
win or
not win
lose
or
at this
lose at
point.
this point.
It's in the
It's in the
margin.
margin.
So
So
losing by
losing by
5 or 10
5 or
inches
10
with a
inches
bad
with a
set
bad
or
set
even
or
12
even
inches
12 inches
isn't the end of
isn't
the
the end of the
world.
world.
When you
When you
compound that and
compound
end up
that and
losing
end up
by
losing
20
by
or
20 or
30, that's
30,
when it
that's
gets
when it gets
bad.
bad.
East-West don't want
West
to
don't want to
lose the
lose the
so-called bliss.
so-called bliss.
That's the
That's
British
the
family.
British family.
So
That
So
that
that
is
is
very
classic
classic
I'm
card.
sorry,
Yes.
sorry, Ron.
classic week
Classic week
250 in
250 in
diamonds for
diamonds
East.
for East.
If anyone
If
has
anyone
that
has that
available these
available
days,
these days.
I don't
I
think
don't think
East can
East
do
can
that.
do
That
that.
would
That would
probably be a
probably be a
multi or
multi or
such.
some such.
If you don't
If you
have that
don't have
tool
that tool
available, would you
available,
open
would you
3
open
diamonds?
3 diamonds?
I would.
I would.
N-
Really,
really,
or
or
1
one
diamond maybe.
diamond maybe.
If you do,
If
if East
if
does
East
have
does
2
have
diamonds
two diamonds
available, it's going
available,
to
it's
start
going to
2
start
diamonds
two
past
diamonds
3
past three
diamonds, and
diamonds, and
North, that's
North
a
that's
headache,
a
I guess.
headache. I
North
guess
is
North
just
is just
double.
double.
They may
They
well
may
get
well get
game.
game here.
15,
15,
17, 4,
17,
5
4,
in the
5 in the
major,
majors.
7 high
7
cut
high
points.
cut
Gen-
points.
My
my
general rule
general
with
rule
5
with
to
5
4
to
in the
4 in the
majors is
majors is
stayman.
Stamen.
5
5
5
5
is
is
you start with
you
a
start with a
transfer.
transfer.
5
5
4 though,
4
you
though
start
you
with
start with
Stamen.
Stamen.
This all
This all
depends on your
depends on your
system,
system,
that's
but
the good
that's the good
generalization.
generalization. Is
5 4
5
in the
4 in the
majors, use
majors use
Stamen.
Stamen.
So his
So
partner
his partner
responds 2
responds 2
diamonds. Do you
diamonds.
follow
Do
up
you
with
follow
2
up with
hearts
2
then?
hearts then?
Is that
Is that
invitational?
I
invitational?
think
Give
I
up.
would give up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, to me,
well, to me,
one note,
one
2
note,
dots,
2
rounds
dots,
twice
rounds
as
twice
fast
as
are
pass
correct.
are
It's
correct.
weak,
It's
no
weak,
game
no
interest.
game interest.
Then
Then
White
White
facing a
facing a
partner who doesn't
partner
have
who
a
doesn't have a
4 card
four card
major, I would
major,
just
I would
give up.
just give up.
I would just
I would just
go that
go
route.
that route.
Take the low
Take the
road.
low road.
Granted,
Granted,
opposite this
opposite
hand
this
with
hand
nothing
with
wasted
nothing
in
wasted
diamonds.
in diamonds. When you,
If I knew my
if I knew my
singleton diamond
singleton
was
diamond was
facing three
facing
little,
3 little,
I would bid
I would bid
more
more
aggressively. It's
aggressively. It's
certainly
certainly
a
a
worthwhile
worthwhile
game
game on this
consideration.
consideration.
My partner
My
has
partner
a
has
prime
a prime
17,
17,
all those
all those
points in the
points in the
majors,
majors,
nothing
nothing
wasted in
wasted in
diamonds.
diamonds. So
That's why
that's
game
why
is so
game is
good.
so good.
It is.
It is.
This is also
This
the
is
last
also the
board
last
of the
board
match.
of the match.
Larry and I will
Larry and
be
I will
back
be
for
back
the
for
last
the
round of
last
the
round
Swiss.
of the Swiss.
50 minutes
50
past
minutes
the hour.
past the hour.
So
So
in
in
about
about
40
40
minutes from
minutes
now.
from now.
Thanks, Larry.
Thanks, Larry.
See you a
See
little
you a
later.
little later.
Let's see what
Let's see what
Alpha does.
Alpha
Yep.
does now.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Roland. And
Roland. And
if we can
if we can
find out if my
find out if
voice
my
is
voice is
better for those
better for
people,
those
that would
people, that
help
would
too.
help
I'll know to
too. I'll
stay
know
on
to
this
stay on this
network.
network.
It is
It is
definitely better.
definitely better.
You don't
You
break up,
don't break up,
and you
and
are
you are
louder
louder
than you were
than you were
before,
before.
at least to
At
my
least to
ears.
my ears.
Well,
Well,
louder might
louder
not
might
please
not please
everybody, but
everybody, but
not breaking
not
up
breaking up
is
is
certainly a good
certainly a
idea.
good idea.
All right, so we've
All right,
had
so
it.
we've had it.
This is
This was
kind of a
kind
strange
of a
set
strange
in that
set
there
in
was
that there
nothing
was
to the
nothing to
play
the
on
play
so
on
many
so
boards.
many boards.
Oh, we're not
Oh,
done
we're not
here.
done here.
No.
No.
Now, it doesn't
Now,
look
it doesn't look
dangerous
dangerous
from
from
East
east
side of the
side of the
table.
table.
But you know
But you
what?
know what?
Maybe
Maybe
Alkin will
Alkin
bid
will
again
bid
now.
again now.
So, well,
Say, well, 3
3 diamonds.
diamonds.
I have
I
nothing
have
wasted
nothing
in
wasted
diamonds.
in diamonds.
Perhaps
Perhaps
we have the
we have
game
the
on.
game on. But what is she bid for?
Yeah, it's funny because when I teach balancing, sometimes my students ask me, but Larry, I'm so happy they stopped in a part score. What if I balance and now they end up in game? And what I always tell them is, oh, don't worry about that. You're playing against experts. If they had a game, they would have already bid it. They're not going to all of a sudden bid a game because you balance. So now they could make me look bad here.
So
So, a
question
question
here
here
from
from
a
a
spectator.
spectator:
Shouldn't you
re-evaluate
the
the
North
North
Hand
Hand
with
with
all
all
the
the
concentration
concentration
of
of
points
points
in
in
the
the
majors
majors
and
and
pick
pick
three
three
hearts
hearts
at
at
once?
once?
I often
I
was
often
thinking
was
about
thinking
this
about
before
it
she
before
passed
she
two
passed
hearts.
two hearts.
Well, it
Well, it
depends what
depends
two
what
hearts
two
means.
hearts
In
means. In my way of
two
playing,
hearts
two
could
hearts
be
could be
zero
a
count,
zero count,
and so
and
North
so
is
North is
barred from
barred
bidding
from
again.
bidding again.
We just
We
don't
just
know
don't know
if
if
they play
they
two
play
hearts
two
as
hearts as
invitational.
invitational.
If
If
two
two
hearts
hearts
is
is
invitational,
invitational,
let's
let's
put
put
it
it
this
this
way.
way:
If
if
it's
it was
systemically
systemically
invitational,
invitational,
don't you
don't
think
you
North
think
would
North
have
would
bid?
have
She would have
bid?
bid
She would have bid
game.
game.
So
We know
from
from
North's
North's
cards
cards
that
that
it had to
it
be
had to
sign
be
off and
sign
weak.
off and weak.
Otherwise, North
Otherwise, North wouldn't
would have bid
would
again.
have bid again.
And I'm told
And I'm
that
told
I have a
I have
private
a
message
private
from
message
her that
from
two
Val that
hearts
two
indeed
hearts
would
indeed
pass
would
her
pass
correct.
her
So
correct. So
North's really not
North's really
allowed
not
to bid
allowed to
again.
bid again.
She thought
She
about
thought
it, but
about it, but
she could be
she could be
facing
facing
she could
five.
be
She could
facing
be facing
five little,
five little,
three little
three little
singletons.
singletons.
Right.
Right.
What?
What?
The Carol
The
will get
carer will
six
get
diamond
six
tricks and
diamond
a
tricks
cup
and
check,
a
right?
cup check,
For
right?
down
For
two.
down two.
Another good
Another
ball for
good
the
ball
Russian,
for the Russian
maybe
ace,
a
maybe
big
a
win,
big
maybe a
win,
heart
maybe a
rush as
heart rush
well.
as well.
They
They
stop at a
Stop
heart
at a
rush.
heart
Heart,
They can't
they
stop
can't
that
stop
contest.
that contest.
They can switch
They
to
can
a
switch
trump
to a
line,
trump
for
line,
instance.
for instance.
And
and they will, I think. But
I mean,
I
what else
mean,
is
what
North
else
going
is
to
North
do?
going
She
to
can
do? She
see
can
that that's
see
the
that
right
that's the
defense.
right defense.
Trump chips,
Trump chip,
and
then
Welland will let
Welland will let
Alkin win
Alkin
both
win both
hearts, the king
hearts,
and the
the
queen,
king and the queen,
to stop the
to
rough.
stop the
So
rough.
if you
So
down
if he
two,
down two,
that's
that's
100 against
100 against
170,
170,
200
200
actually. I think
actually. I think
heart
hard
still might
parts
have made
still might have
five
made five
with the king of
with the
clubs
king of
lead.
clubs lead.
Mm.
Mm.
They made
Made
10,
10.
they took 10
They
tricks
took
in
10
the other
tricks in the other
room, so
room,
that
so
will be
that will
2
be
in,
2
right?
ins, right?
So
So
30 to
30
1
to
for
1
this
for
Russia.
this Russia.
A very good match
Very
for
good
them.
match for them.
So they are
So they
safe.
are safe.
Remember, there's
Remember,
one
there's
more
one
round
more
in the
round
Swiss
in the Swiss
in about
in about
35 minutes.
35 minutes.
Yeah, this
Yeah, this
really hurts
really
the
hurts the
Pepsi team,
Pepsi team,
Pszczola team.
Pszczola team.
They're going to
They're going
get
to get
basically
basically
victory
zero victory
points,
points, maybe
two
one or
and
two
from.
from, and
They're going to
they're
drop
going to
from
drop from
second spot
second spot
down
down
to
to
needing an okay
needing an
match to
okay match to
qualify
qualify
to be in the
to
top
be in the top
16.
16.
I would guess
I would
this
guess
drops
this
them to
drops
about
into
10th.
about 10th.
So I hope to
I
see
hope
you
to
all
see
back
you all back.
in
A
a little over half
little
an
over
hour
half an hour
for the last
for the
round of
last
the
round
Swiss.
of the Swiss.
See you all
See you
soon.
all
Thank
soon.
you,
Thank
everyone.
you,
Thank
everyone.
you, Roland.
Thank you, Roland.
Right.
Right.
No, no,
No,
we haven't
we haven't
decided yet
decided
which
yet which
match
match
we will
we
have
will
voice
have voice
commentary from.
commentary from.